News this morning, we're learning a lot more about the Bexar County man police say went on a shooting spree in 2 different cities.
Yeah, this morning, Shane James is facing 4 counts of capital murder in Travis County. The 34-year-old is accused of killing 6 people, injuring 3 others. 2 of those people were police officers, our police officers. Police believe that his deadly rampage started here in Bexar County on Tuesday morning. Then they say James went up to Austin, where he's accused of shooting a school resource officer in the leg.
And less than 2 hours later, 2 people were found dead about 12 miles from that school. Then that evening, police say James shot at a cyclist and killed 2 others inside their home before getting into a shootout with Austin police officers. Now this morning, it is unclear if James knew any of the Austin victims or if those attacks were random. Police do believe the suspect killed his own parents in their home near Kirby.
Yeah, KENS 5, Sarah Duran joining us live with the latest. Sarah, I know you've been looking at this case and the investigation, which continues to grow at this point. What have you learned about the suspect this morning?
Marvin, so we are learning this morning that this wasn't the first time he has had an encounter with law enforcement. Yesterday, authorities painted a troubling timeline of events that happened before this shooting spree. Now, Shane James Jr. was also the suspect in a domestic violence incident that happened in January of 2022. Now, that incident actually involved his parents, Phyllis and Shane James Sr., as well as a sibling of the suspect. Now, that resulted in 3 misdemeanor charges of assault causing bodily injury. James bonded out on March 7th of that year for 3 $100 bonds, which were paid for by the bail reform group, the Texas Organizing Project. After James bonded out, Sheriff Javier Salazar says the suspect cut off his ankle monitor, triggering those 3 charges to become warrants for his arrest. However, deputies wouldn't encounter James until August of this year. That's when his father reported his son was having a mental health episode. Deputies weren't able to arrest James that day due to the circumstances. But fast forward to Tuesday night, Marvin, BCSO returned to that home on Port Royale when Austin police feared something happened to his parents.
Wish we could have been able to get him in custody. Now, with that being said, it's assuming a lot, saying had they just arrested him that day, this wouldn't have happened.
We have also learned that James was an infantry officer with the U.S. Army who last served in 2015. Sheriff Salazar says the suspect was also involved in some sort of domestic violence incident back then, but details are limited around those circumstances. Now, James remains behind bars this morning in the Travis County Jail without bond. He is expected to face more charges in Bexar County at some point. We're live this morning, Sarah Duran, KENS 5.
Sarah, thank you for those details. Meanwhile,